episode on our gift and then aching format for item writing. Today we are taking three different types. We are taking the numerical, the short answer, and the missing word. You don't want to forget your controls, the basic controls, the equal sign, the title, the slash, which is for commenting, the equal sign for correct answers, tilde for wrong options, or I call them the distractors, as you would have done in any MCQs. This is for commenting, which will not be uploaded when you upload your file. We want to try this guy out, the hash symbol. What is it used for? It becomes handy when you are using numericals or writing a quiz type for a numerical. So assuming I want to have a question in this form, don't always forget your question title is very necessary. It is optional, but if you neglect it, it will take the entire expressions here as your question title. So even if you don't want to include a question title, please, you can leave it blank. Instead of just writing, you can just leave your double colon and blank, okay? But I always want to prefer to have it. So let me say Q1. It should tell the number of questions you have set for yourself. Our first question is if y equal to 2, then y plus 5 equal to. We want to see a box for the student to type in the answer. We know the answer here is going to be 7. But we can't type a box there. The right thing to do is, let me add this as a control. Our answer should be in a curly bracket. So this will be equal to a curly bracket to receive an answer, hashtag 7. And this will create a box to receive the number 7. In question 2, our question is what is the number of DNA bases we have as a box? But then we don't need a box there. If you want to show the box in the model, you have to input in your answer as hashtag 4. Question 3, how many colleges are there in my university? A box for a student to answer. If I'm using my notepad, here would be curly bracket hashtag. There are six colleges in my university, and this will give me the boxes I need for the student to type in. As simple as that. This is very important to receive the answers, whether it's MCQs, true and false, or the quiz type. You want to put your answers in the curly bracket, please, not the square, not the angle. Okay, so that's it for numerical, as simple as that. Let's move to the short answer. Before I move to the short answer, let's know the difference between numerical and short answer. Numerical, as the name suggests, you expect numbers only. Please, numerics only. But short answer is very flexible, just as we did in the LaTeX version. You can have both the numbers and then letters mixed up. So in a case where you expect students to type 2 years in a box, this is where the short answer comes handy. You can't use numerical for an answer like this because the letters here, it would throw an error. So you can't say hashtag 2 years. It's not going to work. It rather be for short answer. So let's see how the short answer works. Assuming my question title is S1, 2 plus 2 equal to, I expect 4. One thing about short answer is it's quite complex to use because you must specify all possible answers. You want to think like the student. If the student is behind a machine, what would the student think to type in? You realize that here we can type 4. We can type capital F-O-U-R. The student can also type all caps, right? The student can also type small letters. So these are all the possible answers, unless otherwise stated to use small letters or capital letters or whatever. In a case where you don't specify what to do, so I tell you don't need the box, you must receive an answer in a curly bracket, Is that all? No. We can't leave it as comment because I didn't see something. We need to use the right answers, equal to, as the right answers. Everywhere we use equal to, this also under good answer to use. If you type this, I'll mark it for you. If you type small letters, I'm going to give you the mark. So this is how the short answer will look like in your notepad. So the commas are not necessary. You don't need to use commas. You just leave a space. And then don't leave a space between the equal sign and then whatever answer you put in. You rather leave a space between the possible answers. Okay, I hope that is clear. The second question is, what is the smallest particle of an element with the box again? Because I want to see a box, I have to open to receive an answer, is equal to atom. Here I will add that, hey student, into brackets. So I want to go back to the red pen as part of my question. Write answer in small letters, or answer in small letters. Okay, just as you would have said answer to 2 decimal places, it's the same thing here. Answer in small letters. It means that I open my bracket and say is equal to just what? Atom. Because I've told you what to do. Write in small letters. It means that if the student should type capital ATOM, it will be marked wrong. If the student should type capital A, capital T, capital OM, he or she will be marked down because of my instructions here going with my answer. But we are humans, we might make mistakes. You can input an instruction and then forget, and then you still input all the possible answers. The student will be marked right, so you know what to do at each stage. The last thing is mass times acceleration is force. So curly bracket equal to FO. Let me just bring this one down for you. Is equal to, so I open equal to small letters force is equal to capital letters of force is equal to one caps FOU. These are 3 possible answers I expect from the student in the box. Again, if you want to be straight, you can tell them to answer either in capital letters or small letters, just to save your life from having to think of all the possible answers for these questions. That is how simple the short answer is. Again, don't forget your question titles. Now the last thing is our missing word. Others call it blank spaces, others call it fill-in. They are the same. So assuming I want to type a question, I want a dash here and say something has a mass and occupies space. I want the student to choose an answer from. Because it's a blank space, I need the student to either select if the answer is force, or it is matter, or it is something like atom. How would I let the students select this? Don't forget my answers will have to be in the curly bracket. I'll put equal to here if that's my right answer, which is force. My right answer is matter, so that will take the equal sign, and all the others will take tilde. This is just like MCQ, just that now we have blank spaces to put in. This blank space comes handy when your words are in between sentences or before sentences. So like example 2, my missing word, 15 times blank is 30. So I'll provide the option as open this curly bracket, the right answer is equal to 2, and then the distractors are, we don't use commas, the distractors are 4, and then I'll keep another distractor as 5, and that is it. Okay, in the text file I mostly want to have my distractors in this way, 4, 5, and then I end, just to avoid the temptation to bring in commas when it's on one line. Okay, so even with short answers, it can be equal to capital UR, capital small this is equal to 4 is equal to capital O, capital U, capital R, and then I end, just to avoid temptation of bringing in brackets in between. So that is it. Let's get our hands on, go through our LSM or our notepad. Okay, so I'll open my notepad quickly for us to see. I've already typed these things, so there's a numerical gift. Let me short answer this. This is my numerical. I've already typed them here. I added a comment section. It will not upload when I'm loading. So I have #7, #4, #6. Do not leave space between the hash symbol and then the number. It should be 1. Okay, short answer. So let me save this. short answer, my S1, I give all the possible answers. So I could just break it down. This is what I'm talking about. Just avoid temptation of having you to write comments in between. If not, if you wouldn't forget, please. I just want everything to be on one line. It is so simple that way. I don't need to waste space. But you can break so many lines between questions, but with the questions itself, don't need space. So here I said write in small letters. So I've given you restrictions and wrote equal to atom. Here I gave you just 2 forms. So anything aside these 2 forms I've given, the student will be marked down. Let me save this file. Now to the blank space, I have just 2 questions. So matter has mass and occupies space. The equal sign is for matter. All the structures take the title. Again, no commas in it. And this is my last one. So we are good to go. Let's quickly upload this once, and that'll be it for our session. Okay, so let me move back here. I want to quickly create a new category and then just import in them. Probably forgotten how to create category we are going through. I want to add it to my I already have this, my Akin files, right? Where are you? My new files here. Under this, I want to create a file called numeric short and then missing. So I can import these files in it. So create category under this. Let's save. So we have saved that file. So I can easily import. Let me click on import. The funny thing is we can't import all 3 files at a go. And that is just something else. So one at a time. Okay, so I want to get this numerical first. Numerical, I saved it as this. See, I chose XML. I need to choose gift. And then let me check where I'm taking these guys to. It should be on this here. So import there for me. Let's be quick with this. So we imported 3 files. We are good to go. Then the next one, the same field, import. Gifts, don't forget, if you choose Akin, it's not going to work. So the same file, let's add short answer. So short answer for my gift, not Akin, because Akin can't do that for me. My network is not helping, but we are good to go. Then the last one is the missing import. I'm tempted to always choose XML because I'm used to that. Where are you missing? So blank space. I will upload all these files for you to just have a fill on if you want to in the description. So here is it. Let's use the last 2 minutes to just preview one of each of them. So let's start with a short answer. So there's it. Voila. Filling the answers is false. So, but if you realize, if I type capital F, capital O, U, R, no, this, I might be marked down. Is that right or wrong? Because I didn't add this. Okay, so it's wrong. The right answer is small letters. I didn't add the options for capital letters. So that's how sensitive they are. So the right answer is small letters. So let's take the numerical. That's what we have. I think I made it 6. I should submit and see. So that's how the interface would be. That is the right answer. Let's move to one more. That's the missing. I made it M. Let's choose this one. So this is how the missing looks like. So 15 times 1 will give you 30. Then you choose the right answer 2. Let me preview the last missing one to know where the blank spaces was. So M1, and that's it. So dash has a mass and occupied space matter. Missing is like MCQ, just and now we have some blank spaces to just use as an answer. And that brings me to the end of this section. In my last section, I'm going to take you through the other quiz types. Thank you very much.